الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله علي ولي الله.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Chest beating, matam, latmiya, nadbiya, latom. These are all terms that we hear in relation to those who seek to honor Imam Hussain alayhi salam by beating their chest every year in the months of Muharram and Safar. And this is, of course, an act which can be seen publicly and privately. It's all over YouTube, and people ask us, why do we do this? First and foremost, it's not obligatory for a person to beat their chest. You can have your own relationship with Imam Hussain alayhi salam. That could be a relationship where you go to the majalis of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. That could be a relationship where you teach people about Imam Hussain alayhi salam. It is not wajib for someone to beat their chest in honor of Sayyid al-Shuhada. But those who do decide to beat their chest, like myself, the reason that we beat our chest is we remember the holy chest of Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. Many people do not realize that that same chest that used to be kissed by his grandfather Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi was also a chest that was trampled upon by the hooves of the horses of the soldiers of the Umayyads. Imagine the very flesh and blood of the man who bought the religion of Islam, the man who gave everything back to the Muslims and guided them away from the ignorance that they were in. His grandson, who used to say about him, Hussein is from me and I am from Hussein, has horses digging their hooves through his chest on the plains of Karbala, adding insult to injury. Not only had they killed him, but they wanted to humiliate him by mutilating his body, knowing that his granddad had clearly said, and his father, that you shouldn't even mutilate the body of a dog that has rabies. There was no humanity on that day. And therefore for us, when we beat our chest, in many cases we're just tapping our chest. We're just trying to empathize and show that we'll never forget what happened to that holy chest. If a person decides to do this, it's completely up to them. And if they decide just to stand there and listen to the poetry about Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, it's completely up to them. But we do recognize that those who were members of the prophetic household displayed such emotions when sitting in gatherings where they would remember what happened to Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. And some of the ladies of those households would end up beating their chests or even slapping their cheeks when remembering the masa'ib of Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. There are those who say, why do you get over emotional? You shouldn't get that emotional. You shouldn't mourn for so long. And I remind them the same way Yaqub mourned for Yusuf, and he knew Yusuf was still alive. How then can you blame us for mourning and remembering the very heart of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, and his family? Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.